SEC begins tonight, and we welcome you to Oxford, Mississippi. The #1 team in the nation, Tennessee, visits number 20 Ole Miss in a series critical to each team's conference and postseason positioning. Welcome to the broadcast booth, former Ole Miss Rebel Carly Hummel, Jay Cremata with you. And Carly, a unique position for Ole Miss. I want to put you back into your...
You know, and it's interesting watching a lefty, start, and she really does utilize every part of her skill by swinging away and not slapping.
Swings away there, but right at Taylor Malvin, the center fielder for Ole Miss, who makes the catch. One away for Tennessee. In her third season at Tennessee, she got hurt her first year. A roller, first base side and through, a base hit. Boy, she can really hit it hard. That wasn't her hardest hit ball today, but it goes down as a hard hit.
Right, it does.
Freshman of the year on their top 25 list. Fly ball to the right side. Lair Boutte, the former Lady Volunteer, makes the catch. 2 away for Tennessee in this first inning. Homa Nugent. And year 2 for her at Tennessee.
She's just got a beautiful swing.
Pops her up. Who's got it? And it's De Leon, the shortstop, who makes the catch. Tennessee strands 1. No score through the first frame.
Patient, smart, simple ball up at the plate. Not swinging at anything you don't want. With feet back in the box.
Jane Pone on a 11-game hit streak. Swings at the first pitch and lobs it over.
Hard feelings.
She's still friends with a lot of the players in Summit Blue tonight. Chopper to first. Almost a weird hop for Gibson. She steps on first base. But Boutte went to the Women's College World Series with Tennessee. No, she went too. High heater, strike 3. Pickens sees the minimum. Through 1 in Oxford. No score between #1 Tennessee and #20 Ole Miss. (3-2) to Leach. She works the walk. First one today for Miley Wichenio. Runner goes, slapped on the ground and past Lansdell into left. Hustling her way to third base is Schuler. Tennessee has runners on the corners here in the second. Right now they have runners on the corners. And you're just looking to see if Schuler left before or after Wichenio lets the ball go.
If she left before.
Yes.
After further review, it's been determined that the runner left early. Therefore, the runner's out. Now will come back to the box with a 2-ball count.
So now Ella Dodge has to come back to the plate. So 1 away for Tennessee. A roller to Pickens. So what was runners on the corners and no
Called, and then she's not.
On the ground to first, Percy Yamas on the hop, gloves it and steps on first. What was runners on the corners and nobody out is now 3 up, 3 down. A double by. Ouch. That hurts. Percy Yamas takes the HBP. And we know that Carlin Pickens throws heat. And that's one of those situations where you're glad, Carly, that you're wearing. Ball 4. 2 on for Ole Miss without a hit.
A hit by pitch and a walk. I think you make adjustments in the box. You'll watch that hitters will move their feet into the back of the box there in hopes that.
Mueller couldn't glove it. The throw home's not in time. Ferguson scores and Ole Miss leads. Not the way Ole Miss drew up the first run today.
And it's not always has to be the hardest hit. I mean, right there was situational hitting. You had your third baseman up, and it took that hop right after, a slight rain here that might also be part of a factor here in how the ball is bouncing off of the ground. We were talking about
4 games. Infield in for Tennessee with runners on second and third.
Ole Miss hitters are making a really good adjustment right now and laying off of her rise ball, which is one of her go-to pitches.
Program history. In some trouble here, though, in the second. As Lansdell looks at strike 3. Pickens needed that. De Leon shows bunt. Brady comes home. Side flip to the plate's not in time. Jamie Traxel calls for small ball. And Ole Miss leads 2-0.
We talked about that earlier on in the game. And you don't need anything big here.
Chopper to short. Tennessee goes to first for out number 2. Pickens comes home. 3-run inning for Ole Miss. 2 of those runs scoring on free passes. Per minute rain delay here in Oxford. She gets Jaden Pone. Strike 3. And that ends the inning. Ole Miss scratches 3 runs across thanks to 1 hit and a couple of free passes too by Carlin P. Bouncer to third, Ashton Lansdell. Retires Alana Leach for out number 1. Getting our first look too at Ashton Lansdell at third. She's a bloop left side, and Malvin, the center fielder, ranges over to make the catch. 2 outs for the Lady Vols in this third inning, and we're back. The payoff. It's laced through the right side hole. 2-out single for Fiedler.
A wave you hope that she rides well into the postseason.
Drives this deep to right. Boutte is back in the ballpark, holds panel. 3-0, Ole Miss on top of Tennessee.
You know, 2 pitchers to help throughout the postseason.
Absolutely. There, Boutte, hard chopper to shortstop, and Mealer takes care of Boutte, who's now 0 for 2 today against her former team. Allowed 5 hits and 3 earned runs. And Binford a little bloop to second base. Mealer takes care of Binford.
You are going to see just as much spin. She's got a lot of spin. She's got a lot of moving balls that move in a lot of different areas. But you're definitely going to have to slow your bat speeds down here.
Right back to her. Boy, the freshman just made that third inning look easy. Saw the minimum 3 batters. 2-2 from Uchenyo. Swing and a miss. Uchenyo's first strikeout.
Down, slow down, wait on it, it's coming.
Pulls it in the air. Jaden Pone makes the catch. There's out number 2. Been a single by Ella Dodge, reached third base. Tennessee had runners on the corners and nobody out. Fly ball lifted to center, and in comes Taylor Malvin. She makes the catch, and that was being constructed during the season last year as Brady loops this into left center, and a leadoff single for the 4-year returner for Ole Miss. Second hit tonight too for the Rebels. Mackenzie Pickens, who has the 5th highest average on Ole Miss's roster. 341 coming into this at bat. Wanted that one upstairs, strike 3.
You know, it's not always about how fast you can pitch, but about where you can move it, how it moves.
Like that.
Exactly.
Back.
You know, you wonder why they didn't start her first. I mean, given the situations, you know, I guess there's no way of ever really telling who's going to do well against whom. It'll be in 4 years from now.
1-2, hack and miss. A leadoff single to begin this 4th inning, and Aaron Newer cased the next 3. This 5th inning, her second at bat tonight. Bounces this to Pickens, and the freshman second baseman takes care of Ella Dodge. 1 down, nobody on, and then eventually 2 outs and nobody on. Angelina De Leon takes care of Laura Mealer. 2 quick outs for Miley Uchenyo here in this 5th inning, but that was a real momentum killer early for the Lady Vols. Pops her up behind home plate. Lexi Brady makes the squeeze. Miley Wichenio has retired the last 7 batters in 9. Ball four to Malvin. The first free pass issued by Erin Neuer since she came in to replace Carlin Pickens in the 3rd.
Throwing the ball. You've played in experienced games before against girls, you know, you either played in travel ball with.
Hopper to first base. Boutet's retired. Gibson steps on first, 2 away. And Pone moves up to second. Anyway, you were saying, I mean, freshman. Swings and misses. Strike 3. 4 strikeouts for Erin Neuer since she came in the 3rd inning. And here in Oxford. Savia Morgan leads off. Small ball. The throw to first, not in time. Morgan beats out the throw. Maybe that's what Tennessee needs to mount a comeback down 3-0. To the gap, right center. Down for a base hit, gets all the way to the wall. Morgan hits 3rd, she's on her way home. She scores. Tennessee's on the board.
Not letting your emotions get the best of you, knowing when to use them, when you can't.
Fly ball to left, down the line, plenty deep.
She'll tag.
For Fiedler, makes the catch, she tags, and Tennessee's down 1. RBI triple, sac fly ribby. Lady Vols are in business here in the 6th.
You want to win every day, but Fridays are the best day to win.
Gibson smokes it up the middle, backhanded by Pickens. Low throw, she makes the play. The freshman second baseman staying composed.
She has to back up. Give her more room, you know, but she's here to take the plate.
A 2-out walk. Tying runs aboard in the 6th inning. And Allens on the move to second base to throw down. She just gets in there. Huge stolen base and with 2 outs.
You expect.
And Leach goes down to first base. That's a walk. Lexi Brady celebrated like that was strike 3. Swung on and missed. Tennessee strands 2. Rebels grab the bats when we come back. And Yamas takes a hack. Make it 5 Ks for the freshman now. Fair. She went down the first base line but failed. She works the walk. Second walk in this outing for Neuer. Lindsey Pickens steps in for Ole Miss. Inside jam job back to Neuer. They go to second for 1, first for 2. It's dropped by Gibson. A low throw, but that retires Strain at second base, and Pickens is aboard with the fielder's choice. 4 homers. Runners on the move. Pickens headfirst dive into second base. The softball caromed all the way around to Ole Miss's third base dugout. So Pickens is in scoring position. First base early. And wow. That is as clear as day. A massive 3rd out for the Lady Vols. They look to tie it up with their final 3 outs coming in the top half of the 7th inning. Outs. 1 to first, the other to short. Check swing, did she go? She did not. Emerus Addison says that Mueller held up. Tying runs aboard for the Lady Vols. And nobody.
Back to the basics. Move the runner over.
Swing and a miss. Second K of the night for Brie Lopez. And she gets that first out here in the 7th. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Brie Lopez. Tennessee's down to its final out. Line drive into right. Taylor stops at second base. The tying run moves up into scoring position. Fiedler has 3 hits now today. One-twos, popped up. Left field, Pone makes the catch. Ole Miss takes game 1. Jamie Traxel's first win against the #1 team at Ole Miss. The Rebels have taken down their first #1 ranked opponent since 2017. What a resume-building win for those Rebels.